Welcome for the review rant random for Under Siege. Okay, I've just done a live podcast with Carl for the Under Siege, Steven Seagal. This movie is one of my top 5 movies that when I'm drunk and need to go to bed and need to go to sleep, I'll put a movie on. And out of all these movies in this room, it'll either be Under Siege, Predator 1 or Predator 2, or maybe it's Aliens, Lost Boys, The Thing, and sometimes Waterworld and First Blood. I think there's about 7 movies there, but that'll be it. Nothing else, nothing new. I just put something on like Go Home Safe, and Under Siege has been one of them films. Now at the time when I first seen this, Steven Seagal was just meant to be the shit. You know, it was just like Stallone and Schwarzenegger was sort of trying to transition into more family comms and all this kind of stuff. Van Damme was violent, Seagal was violent, you know, and Under Siege was just heavily available. Today is the first time I've watched the Blu-ray all the way through and realised uncut. The guy gets his eye popped out and then the guy gets put through a bandsaw. I was like, fuck me. So you can get my live reaction on that podcast. I was like, fucking hell. But no, Seagal, you know, he had done Nico, he had done Marked for Death. These are all close to us. Hard to Kill. I used to love the Hard to Kill, the whole conspiracy stories and that. And this is a big budget movie, but yes, it does take the elements of Die Hard, but it does it on a scale that's massive. Warner Brothers are literally cashed in all its checks here, using the SSS Missouri is a real life ship, using real life footage of the Pearl Harbor experience to tie it all in. The supporting cast behind this, you've got Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey, double-headed bad guy in this, but all the support cast as well are all real strong and solid. Action's immense, it's not over the top, it's proper grounded. And Seagal is proper wind in. He's wanting to do this, he knows it's his big break. He may act like I'm Steven Seagal, but he's definitely down on this. You know, later on, obviously on Deadly Ground, what he did next when he's the director, and he wants to be a fucking Indian, he wants to fight Michael Caine, he wants to fucking be a fucking Captain Planet, you know. We need Captain Planet, you know. And before he went a bit like, right, I'm not getting on that aeroplane unless you give me more money and executive decision, and they just killed him off. But yeah, this is his bread and butter. It's his big movie. It's the reason why it's massive, I think. It's just huge. All the films before were prior violent, but when you look at that movie and just look at the stunts, the practical stunts, some of the like attention to detail, it's Andrew Davis, the guy who would go on to direct next, The Fugitive, you know what I mean, and it's just done so well, score so great. And Seagal, he's just used perfect, you know what I mean. Seagal's more close combat, wine and dine, and he's not going to jump up and do a kung fu karate kick in your face, he's not going to gorilla pressure over your head, he's not going to hit you a stick around and stuff like that. Wasn't his style. He was very smooth talking, very laid back, just reign of terror. But he also came on the I think what Seagal does really well, he carries the technical side of having a gun, having a knife in his hand. I think that's something that he does better than all the action stars at the time. But again, it's grounded. The film isn't over the top. Even the stuff where the guy gets a knife in the neck, the guy reacts like he just got a knife in the neck. It's not, you know what I mean, there's not OTT stuff. The end fight, I mean, seeing the guy get his eye popped out, stabs him in the head, yes, it's a massive climax at the end, knife in the head in the monitor, maybe it's a bit overkill, but it's the end baddie. That's the only point in the movie, I think, where it goes over the top. So yeah, seeing the outtakes. So in the outtakes, Under Siege 2, Big Box, also known as Dark Territory, reunited with Warner Brothers now. Probably do the podcast for that next because we talk quite a lot about it. That's Rocky 4. There's no easy way out, lands on my feet, because Taylor's talking about Stallone attacked us. This fell on the floor again. That hasn't moved all day. But no, Seagal movies, there's quite a lot. Marked for Death is here. The one which chases Danny Trejo all the way through the start of the movie, and there's a fucking crazy, what's he called again? Screwface, who's a twin, but it's fucking, I tell you what, it's really good about that, thinking about that, the idea of there being a twin, but then he comes back from the dead, but then realises he is a twin. It's fucking really well done. But it's weird that it's 20th Century Fox, so this is quite ironic because he did Nico, he did Marked for Death, he did Out for Justice. These are all handy to grab. I'm not going to pull that one out though. And he went off to do that at Fox, and they were like, whoa, come back. You can do Under Siege. See ya. Under Siege is aged well, and again, if you get it on Blu-ray, it's only available 2 ways on Blu-ray. You can't buy it on its own. You get 1 and 2 together, or for an extra £1, one whole £1, you get Under Siege 1, 2, Hard to Kill, Executive Decision, and Nico, also known as Above the Law, for a tenner. And it's uncut on Blu-ray. I'm your Steve Monkey Mason. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the podcast with me and Carl for Under Siege, and I'll see you next time.
And now, the end is here.